I apologize to anyone who is French or something along those lines, because that is a rough cast list, man.
Yikes.
I was looking through IMDb. I was like, you fuckers.
You.
Stand by, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They're the Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks of Hobbs. American public, you are worth.
Can't account for taste.
Nice.
Your teaser from earlier on
That's
the loose
fantastic.
adaptation.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Shove that Pulitzer Prize square up your ass.
I'm so happy.
I'm as best as you're going to get, ladies, so here you go. We have... Shut up! Then it's not a porn!
Masturbatory bullshit. I get the joke now.
Hey,
Stupid,
kids.
wonderful thing. Yeah.
Here's some stickers.
Are you the crosshairs of the woke mob?
To the bridge of Cosmic Doom.
What is happening in my mouth?
Pumpkin spice lattes.
I was the mark.
You were the mark, man.
Yay. You want to get high together? You want to drink?
Cinema.
Subterfuge, machinations. Wow.
Wow.
Cheers.
Cheers. Not ready.
Oh God. What's happening?
Oh God.
Pushing buttons.
Oh,
What's
God.
happening? Oh God, here
I
we
know.
go.
I'm as all of the ladies will tell you, I'm not good at pushing buttons.
Just
I'm
flopping
good at
around.
flicking them. What up? All right. Well, welcome, everyone, to a brand new episode of 20 Years, 4 Beers. We are a podcast dedicated to rewatching movies from at least 2 decades ago, while simultaneously enjoying a minimum of 4 modern beers. My name is Steve, and this is my big brother,
Tim.
and we are coming to you from just outside Minneapolis, Minnesota. We have just watched and recorded our episode on King Kong. And as usual, we sit down afterwards to discuss another movie over another beer. And we refer to these as our happy hour episodes.
Hey, you guys. Happy hour is from 4 to 6.
In this happy hour, we are discussing our recent rewatch of 2005's Steven Spielberg drama, Munich. When I was typing out notes, I was like, is there a quirky way to get there? Because we're going to be a bit sauced.
Yeah.
But really, not yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Just lean
is there a
into
quirky
it.
way to get to Jews killing Palestinians?
And vice versa? No.
Munich is based on the real events story, of the aftermath from the 1972 Munich Olympics massacre of Israelis. The story follows the story centers around Avner, a pretty mild-mannered Mossad agent, which is an interesting phrase, who is chosen to lead a small team of 5 men to eliminate the people responsible for the killings. The men journey around Europe, finding and killing men who they are told are responsible for it, but they soon must ask themselves, is vengeful justice really worth the price of our soul? The film was directed by Steven Spielberg, adapted by Tony Kushner, who somehow doesn't have an Oscar, and Eric Roth, and stars Eric Bana, Daniel Craig. Here we go. Kieran Hines, Matthew Kasovitz, Hans Zickler. Zickler? Yeah.
That works.
Ayelet Zerver, Matthew Amer. Again, I did this on purpose.
It's
because obviously we are definitely a few beers in. Matthew Amalaric, and mercifully for my pronunciation skills, Jeffrey Rush. I apologize to anyone who is French or something along those lines, because that is a rough cast list, man.
Yikes.
I was looking through IMDb. I was like, you fuckers.
You.
Anyway, here we go.
You know what you
On
did.
that note.
Yep.
Come on, not my beer.
With our reactions and verdicts to the movie out of the way, we move on to the reactions to our beers that we drank while rewatching our subject movie.
And if you want to have sex with a disgusting bad brewer with a terrible attitude,
This is where we take a look back at our beers and give our expert ratings for our drinking buddies.
ugh, whatever. Hey, here's the truth.
This is Drinking Buddies.
Let's get weird.
Actually, yeah.
When was the last time you was out?
Like half hour ago?
Yeah. I am recording right now, but let's just sort of see how this plays out. Oh, Remy's all stoned. Yeah. Remy, come on, go to bed. Come on. Go to bed. There you go.
Come on.
Come on. Go. Come on, Sonny. Come on.
You got it.
Come on.
You got it.
Oh, yeah. Go to bed. You're going to get bit, dude.
Come here.
That's hilarious. He's like, I don't want to go.
Come on.
Oh,
There
outside?
you go. I can let him in a minute if you want. Good night.
Night.
Love
Right,
you.
guys.
Love you too.
Good night, Remy.
He's like, oh.
It's like, just get me to bed, man. I need some Oreos.
That dog is so
All right.
cute.
Well, anyway, my
tripping balls.
my drinking buddies.
What'd you have?
I had Unmapped Brewing Company from Minnetonka, Minnesota. Their Wrench, as in like the tool, so WREN, as
Okay.
Tim was typing it out. Wrench and Bones Fresh Hop IPA.
Ooh.
Yeah, they used to do. It was a different name, but for those of you who are familiar with sports, there's Dan Gladden is one of the greatest twins of all time. I'm assuming you've heard of the name.
I've heard the name.
Just from he was on the '91 World Series.
Super
team,
happy
87. Yeah, he's glad. I get where you go there. I'm not going to give you an applause, but well
damn
done.
it.
Well
All right.
done. Anyway, he has a hop farm here in Minnesota, and so Unmapped Brewing always has their fresh hop from him.
Nice.
In years past, it was good, but I think it was home plate IPA in the past or something like that. This is really solid. It was I had a 4 out of 5. It's a fresh hop hazy, really solid fresh hop. Actually, it was one of the better of this year that we've had. We by being me, so
Nice.
4 out of 5. Also,
So good.
out of Montgomery Brewing Company from Montgomery, Minnesota, the self-titled New England Hazy IPA, self-titled. That is 6.8% ABV. This will shock no one here in this room or who is listening. This is a very solid option from Montgomery Brewing in Minnesota. Another very nice hazy option. It doesn't bring anything new to the party. Like it's
Sure.
nothing new.
Yeah.
But again, 4 out of 5. Really solid IPA. I have to burp, so go ahead. I'll burp
Do it.
again.
Yeah,
Go
good
ahead.
job. I had, watching it this week, Junkyard out of Nodak.
Junkyard's out of
Moorhead,
Moorhead,
actually, yeah.
Minnesota.
Whatever.
Actually, yeah.
Min. Their Little Midnight Spider Rocky Road Stout.
That is a terrible name.
It's very terrible. But that being said, it was a 3.75. And it seems really weird to say, but it was both great because you could really taste all the flavors of like the Rocky Road, including the walnuts. Odd enough.
Really?
But again, I don't need 16 ounces. Just a bit
Hey.
too much. I don't like.
If you guys were the inventors of Facebook,
Oh, should I wait?
invented Facebook.
Yes. This is a social network.
You and the button.
Oh my gosh. I'm
Slap,
trying to
slap,
update the stupid sound pad.
slappity-doo.
Hey
Slap.
guys, happy hour is from 4 to 6.
You don't have to jump back. I'll leave it in there because I feel like
No,
a
I like
fucking
this.
moron.
This is fun.
So continue on.
Yes.
You're talking
Wait.
about how
Nothing else in the way?
no, nothing's playing right now.
It's a bit too much for
Oh my
the
God.
tall boys. Again, I
Again,
get that's a
especially 'cause you said
distribution.
It was like a stout.
Yes, it's a stout like Rocky Road.
Oh my God.
Yes.
No, sweet and
Yeah.
just you said especially the walnuts is where I
Yeah,
ended up
like,
basically cutting you
It's
off.
really nice,
Yeah.
but 12 ounces all I need. And then
Was it a 4-pack of 16?
it was
ounces?
a leftover from a friend, like a party
Oh,
thing.
it's nice to have friends.
And I was like, thank you. I'll have one of them and not all of them.
yes.
And then we could talk about Fulton's 300 double juicy IPA.
Oh, I messaged you about it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I did not even cover it on anything.
I know. I
Wow.
was like, oh,
All
and I
right.
bought the pack or whatever it is,
Yeah, the
multi
mixed
pack.
pack. Right.
It's
It's
so
really good.
effing good.
I need them to release that separately.
yes,
Like
like just give me a 12 pack.
Like the
Yes.
the Imperial IPA or whatever.
Yes.
That was great, but I need that
Just that it's
juicy double
Double IPA
300.
for 300?
It's a 300. That might be. I would say that's probably the best new beer they've released in the last few years.
true.
Like it is outstanding.
Yeah, their Imperials and the double have been great. So yeah, 4.25 for me.
Yeah. I Obviously,
You had it.
Time,
It was
but
good,
I
yeah.
would at least have 4.25. It
This is
was
good.
because it was different. It wasn't like a double three because they had released a double 300 and they've had other
Yeah.
stuff over the years. It had the hazy is what was really key on that one. Or
Yeah.
the juicy, sorry.
Yes,
But it was like, this is really good.
totally.
Like, I think
Yeah.
I texted you, right? I was like,
Yeah,
hey,
you're like,
just
hey,
so you
hey,
know.
dude.
But it's only 3 cans.
Yes.
But actually, the mix pack is great because the hazy
Oh, yeah.
IPA is good. They have
American
300 and the
hazy-
American.
yeah.
You're like, I'm solid.
Yep, for $20,
Yeah.
hard sell.
Hard yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Exactly.
a hard yes.
And then tonight we are sharing
Yes.
friends out of Des Moines, Barntown, who again have come to
Another
love.
bar yes.
Probably their most like flagship option.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the area, pick me up, son. Bring it back.
Yeah.
Neon Hazy IPA. This is,
Mhm.
I think, probably the best hazy on the market.
Mm.
It is fucking so good.
It's really good.
4.5 out of 5. It's damn good.
Yeah, I think I'm probably at a 4.25, but it is. I don't know if that's because I had it when I was in Des Moines, and so in my brain I'm not reacting in terms of like first time or
Yeah.
whatever. Really solid though.
It's just.
I mean, I
so
would
good.
say in King Kong, I would. I said, "Oh, this double is the
Yeah.
best." I think this is the best beer we've had of recording.
True.
So in February when this episode releases,
Yes.
this will be the best of
This
that.
time, this cycle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, thank
I
you, Zach.
totally agree. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Zach.
Thank you.
If you guys were the inventors of Facebook, you'd have invented Facebook.
This is a social network
You don't have to be an intellectual property expert to understand the difference between right and wrong.
where we take a look back at the critical and fan reception from 2 decades ago.
Mark!
As usual, Tim takes point on this, so take it away, Tim.
You better lawyer up, asshole. Because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything. $1 billion.
Must be nice to have friends. All right, Tim, go ahead.
Sorry, mid-drink.
Yeah.
IMDb rating is 7.5 out of 10. Terry Lawson, the Detroit Free Press, said director Spielberg is simply reiterating that Old Testament demand of an eye for an eye has left the world blinded and wandering in an endless cycle of reprisal. This is not exactly the philosophical or dramatic revelation he and screenwriter Kushner think it is. Manola Dargis of New York Times. I had to work through that. It's all good.
What, did you hear me going through the cast
I was
list?
like,
You're fine.
yeah.
You're fine.
Said an unsparingly brutal look at two peoples all but drowning in a sea of their own blood. Munich is by far the toughest film of Spielberg's career and the most anguished.
I'm sorry.
I know. I had to put that like
Toughest
yeah
of
I'm
his
like,
career.
say nothing of Spielberg.
Have we...
or Schindler's List?
Yes.
Yep.
Are we... I think there's a bit of a recency bias there. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
we'll go with it.
Yeah.
Big Man Raj
Mhm.
gave it 4 out of 4.
Really?
Yep.
I guess I would have... All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Said Munich takes the form of a thriller matched with a procedural.
Nope.
And the film's most exciting moments are in the details of the assassinations. By balancing these tensions, Spielberg and Kushner, screenwriter, are arguing that loops of mutual reprisal have led to endless violence in the Middle East, Ireland, India, and Pakistan, and on and on. With this film, he has dramatically opened a wider dialogue, helping to make the inarguable into the debatable. As a thriller, Munich is efficient, absorbing, effective. As an ethical argument, it is haunting. That's what he said. Academy Awards, it was up for 5 nominations, winning none. For original score, for Big Man John Williams. Editing,
Again, no.
adapted screenplay,
Editing.
directing, and picture.
Editing cracks me up.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
But this
That's
is
what it
a
was.
weak ass year. I went through the Oscar nominations or whatever on the Oscars.org.
Yep.
What I was talking when I was looking at King Kong.
Yep.
there's like the same 7 movies across all of them. There's just like nothing else.
Yeah, it was a bad
it's
year.
a really bad year.
Yep.
Wow, that's rough.
Yep.
I got problems with Rogers.
Yep.
Like, I like this movie. We'll talk about it in a little bit. But boy, do I have a problem with some of those reviews.
Yep.
Like, come on.
Yeah, come on.
Just because his dick is in your mouth doesn't mean you have to suck it. Like, you just let it be there.
Yep.
Anyway, on that note.
Here we go.
We begin our discussion with our reaction segment that we call Spotlight.
This is Boston, and the church does not want them to be found. So, they are not there.
This is where we highlight and discuss our top takeaways of any kind from rewatching our subject film.
We've got 2 stories here. We've got a story about degenerate clergy, and we've got a story about a bunch of lawyers turning child abuse into a cottage industry.
If there were 90 of these bastards, people would know.
Maybe they do.
This is Spotlight.
They knew, and they let it happen.
Anyway, both Tim and I, it's like well after midnight. We just watched King Kong. We've had some beers in us.
Oh,
it's gonna be interesting here.
Freaking
so
shit
Tim,
show.
What do you got, Tim?
I struggle with even where to begin.
Yeah,
with this movie. So I saw it once in the theater when it came out.
Of course, yeah.
And I remember watching it because we love Spielberg.
Who doesn't, right?
Rightly so.
I mean, if anyone were to tell me that you didn't like Spielberg, I'd be like, okay.
In 2005, like, what the fuck's wrong?
Yes, especially back then.
Yeah,
right.
And I remember, like, up until this point, I was like, this guy is batting 1,000.
Yeah. I mean,
from what I had
we
seen,
hadn't seen Always or
yes.
some of the other movies. Yeah,
I
I agree.
Yes, and I remember being profoundly underwhelmed.
Yeah, I was just whelmed.
Yeah, what a great phrase. We should like I was whelmed,
Girls, right?
Yeah,
it's like, can you be?
Yeah,
you can be overwhelmed or underwhelmed, but can you just be whelmed? I was just whelmed.
So, I remember like watching it in the theater, being super annoyed in the last point. Like, okay, just be done with this.
Oh, we're going to talk about the end later for sure.
So,
yeah,
when we were planning 2005, knowing the year sucked, for so many offerings, I was actually like, you know what? I'm excited to watch this again.
Sure.
Because maybe, and I have not watched it since.
Yeah.
Maybe in the 20 years since, I will have a different reaction.
Right.
I will say it's been a mixed bag.
Yeah.
Of really effective stuff. I was like, yikes.
It's entirely too long.
Way too long.
Yeah.
But it's got really great effective elements and some where I'm like, this is a huge miss.
Yes.
So I'm really happy we watched it again, but also I got a bit of notes. So anyway,
yeah. So I think I often ask myself, how the hell was this film nominated for Best Picture? This is not to say that it's not good.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously it's a Spielberg film. If you're ever going to tell me there's a poorly crafted Spielberg film, I'm going to cut your balls off because you don't deserve to live. But it was one of the 5 best films of the year. Yeesh. Like, I think years later we would have like, I think to a detriment to maybe the other films, some of the Spielberg films that get Oscar nominated later, which is like the Post or Bridge of Spies, which are to me dramatically better films than
way
this.
better.
Well, yes, but they were one of 10.
Yep.
And so I think there's that sort of like, wait, this is one of 5 best films of this year. We're not talking 10 where you throw in a Spielberg film just because it's Spielberg.
Yep.
Even though, again, those 2 films are objectively really good. Excuse me. I think, like, to me, I really struggle with the balance of critiquing this movie versus critiquing the year.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
Like, we just watched a better film in King Kong. We just watched a better film.
1,000%.
Like, I'm not arguing that.
Yep.
But when you're going to tell me that this is one of the top 5, and I go, wait, really? And then I think King Kong, Walk the Line, and Batman Begins are probably the only other 3 films from this year that you would say, arguably are better than this.
Yep.
That's a rough year, man. So I can't quite fault Munich for being released in a bad year. Like,
True.
I mean, at
True.
that point, you kind of go. For years, I was like, "How the hell was this up for Best Picture?" And now that we're rewatching all the films, sort of like in
Yes.
the year, I go, "Oh, that's how."
Yeah, I can see
it
how it was.
because the floor of this film is not bad.
No.
There's not a bad
Yes.
part of this movie.
Yeah.
There are some great highs. There's some pretty low lows, but there's nothing in this movie that you go doesn't deserve this.
Yeah.
So I always struggle with this movie. I really like it. I respect it, but at no point am I like, "Yep, Best Picture nominee,
Here we go.
Munich." Exactly. So it's a really weird film, and I think that comes from the year that it was released.
Yeah.
Because if it was released a year prior or 2 years prior, it gets lost in the shuffle.
Yep.
But that's fine. But this is just a bad year of film.
Well, it's funny because we mentioned in King Kong the extended edition, our director's cut.
Yeah.
Was like, okay, we watched Kingdom of Heaven.
Yeah.
Almost Famous. But I remember watching this week, starting it, being like, kind of ironic that we started and ended our 2005 movie rewatch options focusing on stories centered around the ageless and intractable religious struggles of the Middle East.
Sure.
With Kingdom of Heaven and
Munich.
We're like,
and yet again,
yikes.
Seeing there is another example of Kingdom of Heaven is a better, Kingdom of Heaven director's cut is better than this movie.
Yes.
And so, God,
exactly.
Anyway.
So here, I feel like I will say I was really impressed with
do you want to start with the good or the bad?
Yeah. Good.
Okay. We start with the good here.
Yeah. Like,
we shit on you at the end.
The production value is really, really stellar. For me, like, of the time, the costumes, like
you said it was nominated for 5. It was picture, director, which again should not be the case, but all 5 Best Picture nominees were also Best Director nominees in this particular
screenplay,
year.
directing, picture, editing, score. Yeah.
Editing and score. Yeah. So I actually am a little frustrated that there is not a production design nomination.
I agree.
The practical
1972, 73, like,
are
in the world, like, whatever they filmed it at, like, great
Maybe they're
production.
real life locations, and so that's not production design.
Maybe.
But I'm not sold that it is.
Yeah.
Like, there are just some really good set pieces, and we'll get back to that in a little bit. But like the practical sort of feel, and that's where I do respect Spielberg.
Yep.
Is that always he's one of the few directors, Scorsese's one of them, for all their faults. Nolan's another one. Like they just want to be in a real space.
Yep.
Regardless of what I'm filming, we're going to be in a real space.
Yep.
Like, so we just watched a film in Peter Jackson who was very willing to have a completely digital world. Now, is it better than Munich? Of course it is. It's a better film.
It is, yes.
So to each their own. But it is a really impressive film from a sort of practical use of everything.
Yep.
I agree. I also really liked it is rare, unfortunately, to find a film who doesn't just throw in British accents and pretend that is the
sufficient
for
foreign.
Everybody here, good or bad, is trying to do the accent. Now, Daniel Craig is a South African.
Yep.
Great. Actually, Daniel Craig's great in this movie.
He's really good.
Eric Bana is okay. He's fine, but I think he's like from Queens or some shit. So, I mean, like, considering he's not like British. Jeffrey Rush comes in and out a little bit, but he's still fine. But everyone else is either born of the country that they are portraying.
Yes.
But they're not shoehorning in some bullshit British accent and pretending that everybody just existed in this world where British equals sophisticated. And so really respect to the casting directors to find the right people. They did their damnedest on the named actors that would get this movie made. Because Bana and Jeffrey Rush are Jeffrey Rush especially
at the time.
Really, Spielberg is the reason it's made. But like from an actor standpoint, the random French people in it or whatever, they don't get the movie made.
No.
But credit to the Arabs that they do have in the pretty good scene where they just show up in the same safe house.
Mm-hmm.
They're all real actors, or they're really portraying somebody. So I like, off of what your point is, their goal is authenticity.
Yes, true.
And in that sense,
like a visceral feel,
right?
Yes.
And so it is much better for me to have to put subtitles on sometimes, I'll admit, but it's because maybe I don't understand the Middle Eastern or the Israeli or the whatever accent as much as a British person pretending to be something.
Yes.
I really appreciate that about this film.
Yeah. The settings and all the kind of attention to detail, really well done.
Yeah.
Across the board. So I'm going to talk through maybe like the effective things.
Sure.
That resonated for me.
Okay.
I found like Golda Meir, the prime minister.
Yeah.
Her grappling with post-Olympic assassination.
Right.
The line, every civilization finds it necessary to negotiate compromises with its own values.
Totally.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that feels like a Kushner line to me.
You're totally right. Like, it is a great movie line.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck.
No,
because
it's a great
I was like,
that whole scene is great. I wanted more of that.
Yes. Of her grappling with like the first, and to this time, 50 years later, only female prime minister of Israel. Like, how do I handle our citizens being butchered in such a public fashion?
Yeah.
It was so good.
Oh, yeah.
Like, grappling with, like, we're going to be out of the books. We are not going to do kind of a reverse terroristic agenda. I mean, it was just like a great, like,
it's almost like
personalizing.
You've pushed me into this corner.
Yes.
I got to do this now.
Yes.
If I don't do it.
Like, that grappling with,
even
like, how do I manage
Jeffrey
it?
Rush
was
talking
so
about
great.
it later, when she didn't go to the funeral. And she did, like, it was, like, his response was political.
Yeah.
Hers felt very, like, raw. Like, I got no choice but to say, we have to do this.
Yes.
Now. You have put us in a position.
Like, it was really, really well done. Seeing, like, I almost don't know what to do with this, but this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. I wish she was in it more. I just do. I think they found a way. But again, it's hard. And this is the inherent problem of being based on real life. Is you want to be as close as possible to what happens.
Sure.
So you can't force it. That whole scene, actually, quite frankly, first of all, the opening is outstanding.
It's so good.
Like into that and into him being brought in, Abner being brought into that world.
Yep.
The first like 10, 15 minutes of this are really, really well done. Movie's really well done. But like it really, I think you feel like, oh, here we go.
Yep.
It's the start. You're revving the engine.
Yep.
You're gonna get me there.
I'm hooked in.
And that scene is great, and you get the moral sort of like feeling of, I grappling with this, you know. And even I actually found myself struck by the fact that Bana or Abner even cracked a joke in the room, and it just fell flat. It fell flat.
Yes.
Like, I don't think you know what you're getting into.
Yes.
Because obviously you didn't.
No.
So just really that understanding, like the first sort of like that whole thing is really well done, because it's just like, I crack jokes all the time, you know? And I'm like, guess what? No, this is not, this ain't the right room. Yep. And it was so clearly not the right room.
Yes.
She's great. That scene is great. The idea is great. So what else did you have in
Well,
here?
I was thinking like, would have been so great to kind of continue that weight that she would have carried forward.
Yeah.
It was a fine moment, really great line. And then it was like, and we're moving on.
But nobody else picked up that mantle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of the compromise.
Yes.
For this. Yeah.
And so like when you talk about reviewers, you talked about Social Network, everyone says like these people are grappling with this. And I'm like, but that doesn't come across on film.
No.
Like the actual grappling of the later on they try and force it in,
Yeah.
but at no point in the middle part you're like, there's no grappling.
No.
They have no problem killing anybody.
Yes.
So I'm kind of like,
We
yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
lost that. So I really feel like, for me, thinking through like effective elements, like
Yes.
the brisket dinner
Yeah.
for the first time as a team,
Yeah.
is a really great grounding element to the story,
Sure.
where it shows some element of the culture of these people, where
Yeah.
you're enjoying good food together as they figure out the roles that each of them are going to play. But then you put against the backdrop of they're planning the murder of 9 people. Like it's hey, you made a great biscuit. Great. You do
Mazel
that. You
tov.
build bombs. You
Yeah.
clean up. I'm a forger. Cool.
Yeah.
And then we're going to murder 9 people.
Yeah.
Like it's a really jarring but yet effective scene.
I think that might have been the point, right? I was just
Yes.
saying, like, this is somewhat in their minds, this
Like
is
effortless.
normalized.
Yeah.
Like it is.
Yes. No big deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's, and I think that they're, again, not to blow smoke up his ass because he doesn't need me to do it. I do think there's a level of Spielberg in this kind of stuff of saying, like, he brings, I don't think there's a lot of scenes in Spielberg's career that can be described as over the top.
Sure.
He just brings it down to
Yep.
a level of like, this scene feels real.
Yep.
And so that whole kitchen scene is great. My frustration with the kitchen scene actually is that, or the brisket scene.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of payoff after the fact.
Sure.
Like we're almost getting to know these people, and then it's like, let's just go kill people.
Yep.
Like, okay.
We're moving
We're
on
just
to
gonna like
kill
shoot
people.
this dude in the elevator. Like it's
Yeah.
just, and not to say that those scenes are inherently bad. They're just maybe they don't have the emotional heft that they wanted.
Yeah.
So it is a struggle. I will say. Wait, you had a few more.
Yeah.
Did you have like a list of? Go ahead, continue.
2 more.
Yeah.
What I found great was so after they're like the Mossad agents are moving to get their like efforts figured out.
Yes.
At some point, the news reports show the terrorists, the Palestinian terrorists,
Yeah.
being released.
Yeah.
And how they're portrayed in the media at the time are like these kind of somewhat celebrities.
Celebrity, yeah.
And juxtaposing those against these assassins who were operating in secret.
Yeah.
And seeing them kind of be irritated of like, who the fuck are these people
Yeah.
that killed our
Yeah.
like, citizens being treated as celebrities, which is weird to think in 2025 of like,
And yet,
hey, here we go,
okay,
like
yeah, okay.
content managers,
Yeah.
whatever. And they're like, we're working behind the scenes to exact retribution.
Yeah.
And we don't have that luxury.
Yeah.
It was a really great scene, I thought.
I think herein lies the issue with this movie, maybe not a problem, is that there are undeniably great scenes along
Yes.
the way. Like
Yes.
snippets,
Segments.
of whatever. Yes. And I think where I want to move into the good, I guess, of the coming off of that basically is to say when these scenes like that you're talking about, or the dinner scene or whatever, these are great. It's just like if you were to show somebody this scene, you'd be like, oh, I want to watch this movie.
I'm curious. Yeah.
The apartment bombing scene,
oh my God.
to me,
That was the next one. Yes.
is I have it. But actually, before I even played the movie, I had it as a note.
Yeah.
Which is, it is to me one of the most well-crafted and suspenseful scenes of Spielberg's career, and it is a short clip in a 2.5-hour movie. It's maybe 10 minutes total.
Yep.
The entire setup.
Yep.
The build-up.
Yep.
All of it, and then the realization of Kieran Hines and
Yes.
it is like, I know it's coming, and
Yep.
even then I'm like, oh fuck.
I forgot. Oh,
Do they blow up the kid? Like It is like that entire scene. And this is where I think about practical effects and practical like scenes. I'm not sure that's a real live street corner. I feel like they built that, but even if it were real, they use it as such like the set pieces are so great.
Yes.
But that scene is, if I were, maybe not the one, but if I were to give somebody a top 10, like, this is why Spielberg is blank, right?
Yep.
That whole scene from beginning to bombing is like, holy shit. And you get the payoff.
Yes.
But you're also like, you also get this like moment of he's almost going to turn the key. And
Yes.
God, that scene is so good.
Because prior to that, all their efforts have been successful.
Oh, sorry. The last thing I want to say was on that.
Yeah.
It feels Hitchcocky. It feels Hitchcocky.
Absolutely does.
That sort of real live set built in.
Yes.
It feels like it was an homage almost to Hitchcock.
It does feel like that because prior to that, all their efforts have been successful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
the moment of
it just feels like it's a continuation of their grandiose journey.
Yeah.
And oh shit. This is the first time where they now experienced a bit of a, oh God.
Yeah.
This did not work to what we thought it was going to be. And not because, like we're going to blow up these terrible people. It's like,
it wasn't carelessness. It wasn't
collateral damage could kill a young girl.
A young girl. Yeah.
Yes. And it's like,
to which he like the Matthias, or Matthew, he saw her.
Yes.
The moment that girl comes out, when he's like scrolling around the
Yes.
phone, like tracing it to,
Yes.
looking at you're like, oh, the moment that girl comes out, you're like, oh God, I know what's going to happen here.
Yes. And so I agree. Like it's a stripped down score from Williams. It's like just like a ticking thing.
Yeah. Again, the score is good in this movie,
Sure.
but it's not best score worthy.
No.
Right.
Yes. I mean, King Kong's better than this, but that's fine.
Yeah. First, yeah. I mean, like, I have it in King Kong. I forgot to even mention it, but it was like, what was something like, King Kong was better than this, and then also, this is why you take notes and don't think about it. Oopsie.
Yeah, it wasn't for best score. Yeah.
It was not for best score, but I'm just like,
this was, but
it was just like, how does that get nominated over? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Moving on. Well, there were a couple of Batman Begins, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of like, that score is better.
Yeah,
than
Brokeback was up. That's good.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's fine.
Didn't Brokeback win?
I think it did. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
but that scene of the phone bomb sequence is such a perfect encapsulation of like
the whole thing,
all the efforts for the first time not coming together.
Yeah.
Where they're like, they've had to pivot prior to, like you said, like they killed the guy in the stairwell.
Yeah.
Because like,
versus
oh crap.
a bomb or whatever.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
But this was like, we've got to figure it out. No big deal. We've got the mechanics of the assassination coming together. And then, oh crap. A car comes up or a big truck.
Yeah.
Is it blocking the signal?
Yeah.
We'll talk over there. See that she might be there. Like, it is so
the buildup
wonderful.
Is,
where you're like,
yeah. And I knew it was coming.
Yes.
And yet I'm like,
I know it coming.
Okay. It's also like, I know it's coming here. But the way it's filmed is so perfect.
Yes.
And I think that's even like, that goes to the later apartments or the hotel scene when the bomb is too big.
Yeah.
Right? That whole set piece.
We got to calibrate the explosive device.
But then, God, it goes back to the set pieces. As I'm thinking about it, you think of that whole thing. You think of the scene where the guy throws a grenade in underneath the TV.
Yep.
That whole set piece of being out on the street with the other, like that practical use of sets.
Yes.
Just really brings you into it, and you feel like, oh, I'm in this.
Yes.
God, it's good. What do you got?
Moments of good night. Okay.
Tim's gonna just dump on.
No, I have some things that are less.
I have major issues. With
some like
for
less
20 years.
effective.
Yeah.
So I don't. Again, we are not in any way trained in spycraft.
That you're aware of.
Yeah. can neither
I
confirm
can't-
nor
yeah, no,
deny.
yeah, exactly.
Sorry, spoiler. The whole element of this film where they are working with some type of French connective information gatherers.
Yeah.
And they meet, Avner is asked to meet with the Papa.
Yeah.
Go to the estate. I don't really get the whole sequence, honestly. Like, it's this weird clandestine aspect of it behind the scenes, give information, but I don't know how it adds anything to the picture.
Yeah.
Either from like a practical, we're going to execute assassinations, or the ethical, larger than life complications. Like, it was like, it was such a slog for me.
I felt like, for me, that this was a shoehorned, this really happened thing.
Yes.
That you can't quite, because you also can't be like, if they're going to go looking for these people, somebody's got to help them where they are.
Yeah. And not governments.
Right.
Sure.
Governments can't do it. So you have to find somebody who's in the underbelly or whatever.
I get it all.
I get it. And I think like where it misses to me is that I actually think the Papa guy, I can't remember his name, in the actor or whatever, is really good. He's really
great.
good.
Yes.
The son being jealous or whatever felt forced.
Kind of whiny bitch.
Yeah, I feel like some of that was much more forced maybe than maybe was in real life.
Yeah.
But at some point you do, if they don't include it, you also ask yourself, how the fuck did these guys find these people?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, how
in
do you
1972,
do it? Exactly.
73. What
There's
are you
no
doing?
internet.
Yes.
There's no whatever. You have to have somebody who's tied into an information network, and so they do that. But what they don't do well is explain that network.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of things in this movie that just miss the where this is coming from element. Right? They're put into it.
Yes.
And you're like, okay. Excuse me. So I think. Did you have any other critiques that you want? Or sorry,
I have
but
a few
any
more.
other loves?
No.
That you want? Okay,
no.
We're gonna pivot a bit to critiques, I think, because I have one love I'm gonna end on, but I think for me, part of what you were talking about, my biggest critique. I have one other one that's like a 1B versus 1A. My biggest critique of the film is that we as an audience have no idea who the bad guys are.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know, like, Palestinians bad, I guess, or whatever. We are told there is this list, but there's no sort of like initial presentation of it. In the scene, which is great, of the prime minister presenting this stuff, if there had been a like sort of inherent, like, let's lay some photos down on the, like, here's who we believe. I don't need definition of whatever, but these are your 11 targets.
Yep.
Right? Here's why they're bad.
Yep.
Like there's a huge miss of we have to go on faith of that these are the bad guys.
Yep.
And I get that maybe they were trying to say like that's what these guys had to do, that these are just like going on faith. Yeah, but I'm not Jewish, man. Like I don't have this sort of like inherent base of like that feeds into this thing. So I had a huge problem with that. I always have. Like what was I going to say? I think the same also goes for our heroes, though, quote unquote, because we don't really get much in the way of information as to what to care about.
Mm-hmm.
Like we get the great scene of the brisket scene.
Yeah,
it's a great scene.
Yep.
But I don't. Beyond that, I got nothing.
It's a bonding,
but
ceremony.
Bonding.
Yes. True. Yeah.
So I think my biggest critique for the film is like all the pieces are there, but what seems to miss is the connective tissue between them all, to where when I get an emotional reaction.
Yep.
So when you talk about like critics who were talking about on the social network, boy, do they fill in the blanks for the film. Totally. I feel like they filled in the blanks to help out Spielberg and Kushner. So it's really frustrating. I wanted to give a shit about everybody in this movie, and yet meh.
What
The
I-
baby could have died, and I'm like, meh. All right,
Fine.
what are you gonna do?
I mean, so when I think of, Munich is probably the most like pointed social criticism movie of like his career. Like,
Yeah.
when I think of, Schindler's List, even Amistad, like,
Yeah, but those aren't those. It's different. Yeah.
But what's different is there's a universally accessible component to it.
Sure.
When we think of those movies, and Schindler's List is an all-time, unto itself, amazing film.
So good.
Exactly.
I know you probably haven't watched it in 20 years. Or
No, I more
watched it
recently,
every couple
it's
years, actually. It is
so incredible.
It reminds. I think Schindler's List is a movie that reminds me of what can be done on film.
Because it talks about the horrors of things, but also a regular person unto himself.
Yeah.
Amazing, like, position in society, doing more than what he probably could have others at the time to do right by others.
Again, like establishing a good, and this is where it misses the establishing of those sort of like key elements in our characters.
And Amistad is in no way the same, but also like,
no, it's a troubled movie as well, but it's
but there's an aspect of like, you feel like a kindred aspect to these characters of like,
to the slave owners. I get it too.
Totally. That's right. Of like, to the slaves, like fighting for the rights.
Yes.
What struggles with like this movie is not accessible in the same way.
None of it is.
It is and I don't discredit Kushner or Spielberg for the writing or the directing.
Roth. Yeah, I mean Eric Roth was up.
Yeah, Roth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just like, it's so specific.
Yeah.
To that experience, it is not accessible.
No.
And so I agree. Like, it's at a distance, which is challenging, because when, like, there's a big quibble I have is the stairwell sequence of a debate and dialogue between, at this point, our main protagonist, Abner, and the Palestinian Arab man staying in the same, like, basically protected space.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the closest the film comes to, like, sermonizing.
Yeah.
And it is a slog.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't
hope
need
for
this.
more than what it is.
Yeah.
And then they end up shooting each other or shooting at each other in the street.
Yeah.
I didn't get the connection there. I thought they were buddies. I thought they were realizing that they were on the same.
We can overcome our perceived differences.
They just stared at each other.
And then a few beats later, we'll kill each other.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a struggle. So I agree. Like, it really was a movie that I struggle with accessing from a connecting or any kind of like empathetic standpoint. I'm like, okay. I like the granular like details of like almost like, in Bond movies like Q, how do we assassinate the people? Like, interesting. And then it gets into like the really geopolitical esoteric things. I'm like, hard pass.
I think that's where, to me, I think what I respect about this movie is that they were trying to do like, what bothered me about, off topic, what bothered me about the review of Ebert is he talks about the thriller aspect. It's like, there's not a thriller in this movie. I rewatched the trailer and the trailer pissed me off.
Yeah.
If this were just a drama about an analysis of us as a culture, as a human beings and stuff, the understanding of what vengeance means and this kind of stuff. Oh my God, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But don't talk to me about a thriller.
No.
Except for a couple of pieces along the way. It's not a thriller.
There's moments.
And so I really get bothered by that.
Yep.
It's a very poor marketing campaign.
Yes.
This is like coming off of War of the Worlds, or actually probably came up before, but either way.
Yeah.
And it's a Spielberg. You think like action, you think whatever. And it's like, no, this is a bit of a think piece.
Yep.
And if it were marketed that way and written that way, I think it would have been really good.
Yeah.
So my second, I guess, biggest critique is the really, and I mean capital R through an Y, awkward juxtaposition of the sex scene and the murders at
It's
the end.
so awful.
It's
so awful.
It's the rare time that I feel almost offended by a Spielberg.
Yes.
Like close.
Yep.
Just close. It felt very like Scorsese like.
Mhm.
Very much like I'm gonna do this, and it's like this passion is coming out of me, and I'm
Yes.
gonna take it out on my wife because clearly she ain't loving it.
Yeah.
And like the entire thing.
Yep.
Like I've just sat through 2 fucking hours of your entire thing, and what you're gonna do is make me watch Eric Bana and his vinegar
Yes.
strokes, like just all over the place. It is
Yes.
just like
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
Yep. Which isn't to say the scenes of the final are on the like
It's-
even now I'm viscerally feeling like the scenes on the runway are haunting
Yes.
of
Awful.
what the real life thing.
Awful.
Meanwhile, I gotta watch him with the big O.
Yes.
What are we doing?
Yes.
I think I understand where they're coming from,
Yes.
but like just even having him break down in his wife's arms
Yes.
and having that running through his brain
Yep.
would have been enough.
Yes.
That would have been actually not enough. That would have been tears at
Yes.
the end. The thought of him finally breaking down, and he's been haunted by these guys
Yep.
being murdered in the way they were. But instead he's like banging his hot
Yep.
wife. You're like,
It was so.
what?
I remember in the theater being like, "What the fuck am I
Yes.
watching?"
Like, I'm so mad about it now.
Yep.
Because it just bastardizes the other half of that.
The
is
real-
really great.
Yes.
The filming of it.
Yep.
The actor portrayals of them accepting the fact that we've made
Yes.
it this far and you're about to blow us away.
Yeah.
All the actors are great in that scene.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
And I got sweaty ass Hulk just like
I agree. Yes.
In fact, it's probably my biggest problem with this movie. My number one critique was the last one I talked about, but this one is really like almost, what is this artsy art house bullshit?
Yep.
This is Scorsese, man. This ain't you.
Yep.
Oh, and he is dripping with sweat at the end.
Yes.
Like I just,
I totally agree. Like
it takes you out of it.
the end of the film.
I've just sat through 2 hours of this, and you've just removed me from it.
Yes.
By watching somebody
Yes.
do this.
Like the entire premise of the film, as I understand it, is
well, you're simple.
I mean, I'm no, I'm a Gentile. Is retribution, no matter what you want to do, is toxic.
Yes.
And so I get that. But then the end of the movie, you have it be where this effort of this person who signs up for killing these people who killed your people.
Yeah.
He can't enjoy, arguably, the reconnection with the things that make him most happy.
Yeah.
His life, his wife, his family.
Yeah. Unless he got hard.
In that moment.
Yeah.
Because of the baggage that comes from the weight of the slaughter of these athletes.
Yeah.
And it was actually, I agree, it was such a disservice, off-putting disservice to the real athletes.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's like, if you had put that scene earlier, maybe it could have worked.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But have it be this weird, like, I've now given up my retribution.
Yeah.
But I'm still haunted by what happened. It was like,
to your point.
What the
I get
fuck
what
is
you're
happening?
I get you're trying to be that sort of like the audience is going to fill in the blanks.
Yes.
I guess. But he had dreams early.
Yes.
Like, throughout the whole movie, he has dreams of him thinking about the process. Which, by the way, that entire thing from the beginning, all of that is really
the Munich
well done.
sequences are
and I, to the point where I'm like, if you add that with the movie that came out last year, that's something I'm blanking on about the press.
Yes. Like the Skarsgård's in it. Yes.
Yeah. Like, you feel like almost an unintended trilogy because it would really work together.
True.
All that stuff's so good.
Yeah.
But he's banging his wife in New York City.
Yes.
Like,
copious amounts of sweat.
Yes.
And you're like,
I've
off.
never sweat that bad, and I'm fucking fat and overweight.
But it was
and
so,
I have never sweat that bad.
It was.
Give
I
me
agree.
a break, dude.
I couldn't stand it.
Ugh.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you got?
But what really, I think,
where we
turns the movie for me from, and I get what they're going for.
Yeah.
So again, rationalize versus
yes, exactly. Right.
Like emotional
I didn't
aspect.
make this movie. I didn't put it up. I'm not a producer on it, so I have to respect the fact that this is what they wanted to do.
Yes.
Right.
I find the whole Dutch female assassin sequence incredibly off-putting.
Yeah.
Where, it turns the movie for me, which I understand this point because it's like at some point eye for an eye, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, it's one thing for them to be like virtuous in their retribution for clearly what happened in Munich.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, did you not think your efforts would get somehow figured out?
Yeah.
And your team would have been counter like efforts against them?
Yeah.
And some woman, through whatever efforts, information or whatever,
Yeah.
killed one of your people. That to me just turns to revenge.
Yeah.
Like it's less
that I think that one was about revenge, which is why it ended up hurting Hans.
Yes.
Like I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
it's
he couldn't justify leaving her that way in the moment.
Yes.
Because it was about revenge.
It was like
not about justice.
So
and that's
I get everything about the whole thing of we're telling a story where what you found were the worthwhile protagonists up to this point now shifts.
Yeah.
I struggle as a movie going experience to be like, now I've lost connection with these like I don't like them anymore.
Right.
And it's awful. Like this,
And
you just like murder this woman.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Yes.
Say nothing of how cool it is.
She murdered him. And exactly.
But again,
how cool it is what? Sorry.
Like how cool is it like the whole like, man, if you could build basically like a little you pop a thing at the end of the like you can put a bike.
Yeah.
You
From
pop the bike off thing.
From a
push the button and it kills somebody. Cool. Like it's like James Bond Q.
Yeah, it's
kind
cool.
of thing.
Yeah.
That being said, it is. I was like, oh,
but
I don't like this.
I didn't mind that they killed her because she killed her friend, and like I get that. I think where this circles back to what we started about earlier, which is all of that. The problem is I don't ultimately care.
No,
and I don't know who the bad guy is.
Yep.
I don't know who the good guys are necessarily. And when you don't define it, you end up in a position of actually feeling bad for the girl that killed for money.
Yeah.
Kieran Hines.
Yeah.
Who's a great in this movie.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah. Is it cleanup?
You know, and you're like, so I don't feel bad. Now you're making me feel bad for Tits McGee. and you're like, that's not what you wanted to do.
Correct.
And so I don't necessarily fault the scene because I'm going to guess that actually it was a pretty accurate. Like if they're going to put that in the script, you feel like you go, this is what really happened.
Yeah, they were figuring out. To stop.
But how
them
do you?
from, yes.
Yeah, it's for as good as Kushner is, and this is not the example. Eric Roth also great.
Yep.
This is not the example there. Like there's just misses in terms of the flow of the entire thing.
Yep.
Because everything about what you're talking about could have been fixed, quote unquote, by having more connection to who the bad guys are, who the good guys are, what the payoff might be, what the detriment of all of a sudden being like 2 of your characters are dead.
Yes.
Because you just all of a sudden, like 3, I guess, technically. Because all of a sudden, in about a 20-minute span, You lose Kieran Hines, you lose Hans, and you lose Matthew, whatever, on the toy maker.
Yeah, toy maker.
And all of a sudden, it's just Daniel Craig and Eric Bana, Miami Vice style, showing up on some sort of thing. You're like, you've lost me here.
Yes.
And it's so frustrating for really good director and really good writers.
And that was the problem I had, was like the final 40 minutes goes off the rails.
From what you've just established.
Like, yes.
Yeah.
Everything I feel like works really well, despite the challenge I had. I can work with it.
Oh, yeah.
If it's worth the payoff.
I agree.
But the last 40 minutes, I'm like, oh my God.
Yes.
What are you trying to go here?
Apparently, Jeffrey Rush just doesn't want to have dinner with a old friend. I don't know.
I just like, okay, I'm done with this. So yeah, I saw.
What else you got? I'm about done.
That's all I got.
The only one, I just want to circle back and mention it before. This is just another film where Williams is nominated for a composer who wrote something for film.
Yep.
Like, it is just frustrating.
Yeah.
For as much as we love John Williams.
So incredible.
There's an undeniable.
Yep.
Why the fuck is he up for this?
Yep.
Like, the central theme of this movie
and
the score
like,
is
evocative,
really, really good.
Yes.
I've been, look at me, I've been in Orchestra Hall in Minneapolis where they've played the central theme from Munich, and it's beautiful.
Yep.
But he didn't need both.
No.
And when you listen to Memoirs of a Geisha, that is an outstanding score.
So much.
Beautiful.
Yep.
And you go, especially from a white guy from Boston. The guy knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yes.
I get really, it's so annoying.
Yep.
Because of what is, it's more what is avoided in terms of what else is out there.
Yep, exactly.
So, no, Munich. All right, well, I guess we'll get some challenges here once I remember which button to push. That's what she said. Tim's going to pee, and I will do my verdict.
I'm going up there, I'm going to try it, I'm going to let the jury decide.
As we close out our spotlight segment, we come to our final takes called The Verdict.
If we are to have faith and justice, we need only to believe in ourselves.
This is where Tim and I give our final verdicts after rewatching the film and decide whether or not the movie held up over the course of 2 decades.
Now you get out of here before I call the bailiff and have you thrown in jail!
This is The Verdict.
I said to hell with it, to hell with it!
All right, well, my verdict is that Munich is an extremely well-crafted movie, which is to be expected from Spielberg, and features solid performances across the board and appropriate levels of tension building and pretty much anything you would expect from a Best Picture nominated film. Yet, it lacks enough heart and connection to really hit you and ends up missing the mark enough to drop from a great film to just another good one. I know the creators and writers were looking to reflect on the costs of war and vengeance, which they do actually get across pretty well. What we lose out on, we lose out on caring for characters enough to really feel what they are feeling. Asking us to ask ourselves, would you do this for your country? Would you sacrifice your soul for what is just? Only works when we are actually forced to answer that question. And I don't think that happens in this film. That being said, it is still a Spielberg film, and it is still a good film. I have 3.5 out of 5 from me. I will still somehow watch it every few years. I will skip scenes I don't like, but it is still really good.
Nice. Spoiler. I am no spy. So I cannot confirm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I have no experience in this, so I can only assume what the real world outlines. And espionage, probably
we haven't read the book. We don't know the real.
Yep.
We have not done the appropriate levels of research on this.
52 years later,
right?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Espionage probably is complex and dangerous.
Probably.
So what Spielberg tries to do with this film, centered around Israel's retribution against the 1972 massacre at the Munich Olympic Games, is tense at times and yet falls flat in others. When the focus is on the 5-person team and their dynamics and the logistics of the assassinations, the film absolutely works.
Yeah.
When it gets bogged down in existential angst and geopolitical sermonizing, which unfortunately feels all for naught considering 50 plus years later, the same Middle East quagmire exists.
That's not Spielberg's fault.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's like, yikes. It unfortunately suffers.
Yeah.
Despite really solid acting from pretty much all involved. Munich is a film I'm happy we watched, truly, because I'm like, hey,
yeah,
it's been a while.
Yeah.
Like some we've covered, but I honestly have no need to see it again.
Since the
3
guy
out of
just
5.
bought it.
Yeah. That's $2, whatever. 3 out of 5 for me.
Yeah. I mean, before we move on, I will just say, like, it is one of those movies that you just go like, I get it, I understand.
Yep.
It just misses just slightly. A couple of things here and there. But then I also think it's a real life story. I mean, like, so, I mean,
who am I to judge?
I mean, if this is what really happened, great.
Yeah.
It's so tough. All right, cool.
The exciting quiz program 21.
Our final segment of the episode is Quiz Show.
I've stood on the shoulders of life, and I've never gotten down into the dirt to build.
Where in our research for our subject film, we find some interesting trivia nuggets that we hope will stump the other and possibly intrigue you.
This is not McCarthyism. You're not here to expose for the sake of exposure.
This is Quiz Show.
Well, evidently certain of the contestants were given the answers in advance.
Cheating on a quiz show. It's like plagiarizing a comic
Yet
strip.
again, I feel horribly. Failed horribly. Because I have a trivia from last recording.
Do it now.
Well, I also just gave you it was essentially Peter Jackson got paid $20 million to make King Kong, which is a record for all directors for making a movie until 2017 film. It was Dunkirk. He got paid for $20 million for that movie. So it was like, it was a great, and you mentioned Dunkirk. Anyway, off the top. So I have one. Do you have?
I have 3.
Shit. Somebody did research. Go ahead, Tim.
So, in a quick scene near the start of the film, a reporter is shown talking about how the terrorists have pivoted their actions because of what was being shown live on TV. Did you recognize that actor?
Oh, fuck, the actor?
Over relative things we've watched or Netflix shows we've seen recently?
On my phone. I was like,
you
Dan
missed
Rather?
it?
You mean the guy who played Dan Rather? Or what do you mean?
No. He's just a reporter talking about...
Oh, the British guy.
Nope. He's definitely not British. Maybe Russian or something else.
Huh. Was it Alexi from Stranger Things?
Sure as shit was.
Oh, God, I hit the wrong goddamn button.
His name is...
Woo! Here we go. We're just going to get right back here.
Tom Wishasia, whatever, who played the Russian prison guard Dmitry Antonov in Stranger Things Season 4.
Yeah, it wasn't...
Yeah.
All right, okay. It wasn't...
I was like, pause, wait!
Oh, but there's no damn mustache,
Nope.
right?
Yes. It is. I was like, holy God.
I didn't even notice that because I was thinking, okay.
He's in there for like 5 seconds.
In the first part, I was kind of thinking like, okay.
There you go.
I know, right? All right. So
I have no idea. I remember like joking, being like, I'm going to make a correct sound.
What's dumb is I'm sitting here watching this record now, just like I did before.
Yeah.
And now I just want to make sure it doesn't just go back to the Blue's Clues style of what you just did.
Blues.
Like, what are we doing? Apparently that's fine. Like, fucking annoyed. I apologize. This is super frustrating to me. Tim, what you guys ready? This is fine.
No.
This is not the only film that we have covered that stars Kieran Hines or Ciaran. I can never, like, is it Ciaran?
I think it's Kieran.
Fucking Irish. Kieran Hines. Kieran Hines and Daniel Craig. In what other film did these two star together?
It's got to be Road to Perdition.
It is Road to Perdition.
Like, that's the only one.
Ding.
Daniel Craig.
There we go.
Right?
I think I even loaded the ding correctly this time around. Yes.
Must have been that.
I don't even know what we're doing here.
Got it.
There you go. What do you got, Tim?
So, French actor Matthew Almoric.
I know.
Hold up.
I know. I was looking at my notes. I'm like,
plays
I can't pronounce
Louis.
Yes.
Louis? Yeah, probably Louis. Part of whatever, some organized ring.
It's
being paid for
it's called
information.
The French Family Fund.
Sure, yeah, the Papa Fund.
Yeah,
well,
I know, right?
They
the
did
guy
not.
who actually put the damn work in.
You know, he did.
He did. No offense to Papa, he actually did his
They
shit.
did not end up sharing any screen time. He and Daniel Craig would star as antagonists a few years later after this movie in what 2008 spy thriller.
That would be Quantum of Solace.
Boom!
Hey,
That's right. He's a big
there
old
we go.
French baddie or whatever.
Well, who isn't?
Nice.
All right, what do you got? Well, you had one other, or was that what it
Yeah. This is writer Tony Kushner's first film screenwriting credit. He did Angels of America.
Yes.
And then that made the HBO thing. But he did this.
The HBO thing, whatever.
Pretty big thing.
Yeah.
And he would work with Spielberg 3 more times for what 2012 historical drama.
Yes.
2021 remake. And 2022 semi-autobiographical movies.
Which of these is the easy, like, I think of the easiest. But so 2012 would be Lincoln.
Boom.
Yeah. And then what was it next year? It was
2021 remake.
2021 remake would be West Side Story.
Done.
And then we've got The Fablemans.
Man.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm not going to go through, for those who are listening right now, there was a bit of a screw up, and there was an epic rant about how much I love Tony Kushner and how he should have an Oscar.
So great.
But that is now gone to the depth of history.
But
I got the trivia.
I will love it forever.
Right, is what,
correct.
Yes, basically.
I will hold it with me forever.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of the episode. Be sure to find us on all of our streaming platforms. All of our previous episodes on your streaming platforms.
Yeah, yours.
And stay tuned for our upcoming end-of-year episodes on Crash, Brokeback Mountain, and the end-of-year sort of coverage in there as well.
All the above.
Yes. Find us on the web via Metaverse of Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, and head to 20years4beers.com for more info. We want to say thank you for taking the time to listen and for clicking that like or subscribe button on your devices. This has been 20 Years 4 Beers. My name is Steve.
I'm Tim.
And thanks for listening.
Thank you.
It's gonna be
a
here.
freaking shit
Tim,
show.
what are you?
Can neither confirm nor deny. What the fuck am I watching?
The baby could have died. And I'm like, all right. I never sweat that bad, and I'm fucking fat and overweight.
Cut!
Fucking annoyed. I apologize.